Hello and welcome back to our channel where we cover the latest news and insights from the world of technology and finance. In today's video, we're going to be talking about two stories that are making headlines: China's potential creation of a state-owned enterprise to monopolize artificial intelligence, and the US government's latest move to restrict Huawei's production facilities in Barcelona. We'll explore how these two stories are connected and what they mean for the future of technology and the global economy. Let's start with the news that China may be creating a new state-owned enterprise to monopolize artificial intelligence. As we've previously discussed on this channel, AI is expected to be the next wave of innovation and growth in the technology sector. China has already emerged as a major player in the AI industry, but the creation of a state-owned enterprise could give the country an even greater edge in the race to dominate this field. The potential creation of this state-owned enterprise is a significant development because it would consolidate China's AI capabilities and create a monopoly in the market. This could have significant implications for companies that rely on AI technologies and services provided by Chinese companies. A monopoly could lead to increased costs for these companies, reduced innovation, and ultimately, a less competitive market. The creation of a state-owned enterprise would also give China's government greater control over the AI industry. This could lead to concerns about government influence on AI technology, particularly when it comes to areas like national security and surveillance. It could also lead to increased tensions between the US and China, as the two countries are already engaged in a broader conflict over technology and economic power. Now, let's turn to the US government's latest move to restrict Huawei's production facilities in Barcelona. This is just the latest development in the ongoing conflict between the US and China over Huawei, which has been accused of violating US sanctions and posing a national security risk. The restrictions on Huawei's production facilities could have significant implications for the company and the broader technology industry. For Huawei, the immediate challenge will be to navigate the restrictions placed on its production facilities in Barcelona and maintain its position as a leading player in the industry. The company has already taken steps to mitigate the impact of the US government's actions, including stockpiling critical components and exploring alternative suppliers. However, the restrictions could still pose a significant challenge for the company and its ability to compete in the global market. The broader technology industry will also be watching closely to see how this situation unfolds. Many companies rely on Huawei for critical components and technologies, and disruptions to Huawei's production capabilities could have far-reaching implications for the industry as a whole. There are also larger questions at stake about the future of global technology and the role that the US and China will play in shaping it. The situation with Huawei is just one example of the larger conflict between the US and China over technology and economic power. The two countries are locked in a battle for dominance in the technology industry, and the outcome of this conflict will have significant implications for businesses, consumers, and governments around the world. It will also shape the future of global technology and the role that different countries and companies will play in driving innovation and growth in this field. It's important to note that the conflict between the US and China over technology and economic power is not new. The two countries have been engaged in a broader struggle for dominance for many years, and this struggle is likely to continue for the foreseeable future. The US has been particularly concerned about China's efforts to acquire critical technologies and intellectual property, and this has led to a series of restrictions and sanctions on Chinese companies. China's response to these restrictions has been to double down on its support for the company. The Chinese government has emphasized the importance of technological innovation and self-reliance, and sees Huawei as a key player in these efforts. However, the US government and its allies have been wary of Huawei's close ties to the Chinese government, and have expressed concerns that the company's technology could be used for espionage or other nefarious purposes. As a result, Huawei has faced a series of restrictions and legal battles around the world. One of the most significant of these was the US government's decision to add Huawei to its Entity List in May 2019, effectively banning US companies from doing business with the Chinese tech giant. This move had a major impact on Huawei's operations, particularly in terms of its access to crucial US technologies such as semiconductors and software. Despite these challenges, Huawei has continued to push forward and has remained a major player in the global tech industry. The company has pivoted towards other markets, particularly in Europe and Asia, and has worked to develop its own technologies to replace those it can no longer access from US suppliers. Huawei has also faced legal battles in a number of countries, including the UK, where the government recently decided to ban the company from its 5G networks. Huawei has denied allegations of spying and other wrongdoing, and has accused the US government of unfairly targeting the company for political reasons. So, what does the future hold for Huawei? The company has continued to face challenges, including further restrictions on its ability to do business with US companies, as well as pressure from other governments around the world. However, Huawei has also continued to innovate and develop new technologies, and has remained a major player in the global tech industry. Some experts believe that Huawei's future success may depend on its ability to continue to develop its own technologies and reduce its reliance on US suppliers. Others believe that the company may be forced to retreat to its domestic market, where it still enjoys strong support from the Chinese government and consumers. Only time will tell what the future holds for Huawei, but one thing is certain: the story of this tech giant is far from over. As tensions between the US and China continue to simmer, the fate of Huawei will continue to be closely watched by governments, businesses, and consumers around the world. So, if you're interested in technology, international relations, and the global tech industry, then stay tuned as we follow the fascinating story of Huawei. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts on the Huawei saga. Thanks for watching.